principal, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Tanisha. Today I am going to tell the story of true value of life. A man went to the god and asked him, "What is the value of life?" And the god gave him a stone and said, "Find out the value of the stone, but don't sell it." And the man went to an orange seller and asked what its cost would be, and the orange seller saw the shiny stone and said, "Give me the stone, I will give you 12 oranges." And the man explains and said he can't sell it. And the man further ahead he found a vegetable seller and asked, "What is the value of this stone?" And the vegetable seller saw the shiny stone and said, "Give me the stone, I will give you 1 sack of potatoes." And the man again explains and said he can't sell it. And the man further ahead he found a jewelry seller and asked him, "What is the value of the stone?" And the jeweler saw the stone in length and said, "I will give you 5 lakh of money for this stone, but give me the stone." And the man shook his head and the jeweler said, all right, I will give you 2 crores, but give me the stone." And the man again explains and said he can't sell it. And the man went to a precious stone seller and asked him, "What is the value of the stone?" And the precious stone seller saw the big ruby and he was shocked and said, "From where did you get this priceless ruby from?" And he asked her, "If I sell the whole world, my life won't be able to purchase this priceless stone." And the man, shocked and confused, and the man again went to the god and asked her, "What is the value of life, god?" And the god, "The answer you got from the orange seller, vegetable seller, jewelry seller, and the precious stone seller explains our value of our life. If you are a precious stone or a priceless stone, but people bet on their level of information. But don't fear, you will get suddenly someone who will deserve your true value. In the eyes of God, you are very, very precious. You respect yourself. You are unique. No one can replace you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to recite the story titled The Emperor's New Clothes. Long ago, there lived an emperor who was excessively fond of new clothes. He spent all his time and money on the finest suits. One day, 2 wicked men came to the town. "We are weavers and we can make very special cloth," they said. The emperor was very pleased. The weavers also told the emperor that the cloth was so special that anyone who couldn't see it must be very stupid. The emperor was even more pleased and asked them to make a very special suit for him. So the 2 rogues set up 2 looms and pretended to work very hard, though in reality they did nothing at all. The emperor let them have lots and lots of gold thread, but the wicked weavers stole the gold thread and hid it in their bags. One night, the emperor ordered the prime minister, "Go check and tell me if the special suit is ready." The prime minister went and saw the weavers working very hard, but he couldn't see anything. The prime minister thought, "Oh no, I can't see anything." But I'm not stupid. So he told the weavers, "It's magnificent, I'll tell the emperor." After he had gone, the weavers laughed and laughed and asked for more gold thread, which they again stole and hid in their bags. The next night, the emperor ordered the prime captain, "Go check and tell me if the special suit is ready." The captain went and saw the weavers still working very hard. Click, clack, went the loom. But he too couldn't see anything. Captain thought, the prime minister could see the cloth, and I'm not stupid. So he told the weavers, "It's Beautiful, I'll tell the emperor. Soon the weaver said that the special cloth was ready. The emperor was very pleased and himself went to check, but he too couldn't see anything. The emperor thought the prime minister and the captain could see the cloth, and I'm not stupid. So he told the weavers, "It's splendid. Now it was time to try on his new suit." So the weavers made the emperor take off his clothes, pretended to put on his new clothes. The emperor felt cold, but he told the weavers that the cloth was so light that he could hardly feel it. Everyone exclaimed, "Your Majesty, you look wonderful! What colors! What a design! These are the best robes!" The emperor was extremely impressed and gifted the two weavers 2 big bags of gold. The next day he announced a parade. Everyone in the town had heard about the new suit and had waited to see the emperor. They had also been told that whoever couldn't see the cloth must be very stupid. Then the parade started and everyone began to shout and clap. The emperor was delighted and waved back at the people. Then suddenly a little boy pointed at the emperor and shouted, "The emperor is naked!" And everyone began to laugh. The emperor realized that he had been tricked and was very embarrassed. Of course, the weavers had gone with their bags of gold. The moral of the story is vanity makes us foolish. Thank you.
Good evening, dear teachers and friends. Today I'm going to tell a story about a glass of milk. There once was a poor boy who spent his days going door to door selling newspapers to pay for school. One day, as he was walking, he started feeling low and weak. The poor boy was starving, so he decided to ask for food when he came to the next house. The poor boy asked for food but was denied every time until he reached the house of a girl. The poor boy asked for a glass of water, but seeing his poor state, the girl came back with a glass of milk. The boy asked how much he owed for her milk, but she refused payment. Years later, the girl, who was now a grown woman, fell sick. She went from doctor to doctor, but no one was able to cure her. Finally, she went to the best doctor in town. The doctor spent months treating her until she was finally cured. Despite her happiness, she was afraid she couldn't afford to pay the bill. But when the hospital handed her the bill, it read, "Paid in full with a glass of milk." Dear friends, just remember that no good deed goes unrewarded. Thank you. Afternoon everyone. I am Priyata from class 1B. Today I am going to present the story Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson. One day, a witch and her cat sat on their magical broomsticks and set out for an adventure. They were flying high in the sky. Then the wind blew so wildly it blew off the witch's tall hat. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then from the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with a hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely and said, "I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. The dog wagged his tail and the stormy wind blew, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then, from the tree, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and said, "I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. The bird sang with joy and a stormy wind blew. The witch clutched her bow but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, came a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it safely and said, "I am a frog as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. The frog jumped with joy and the broom snapped into two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch flew into a cloud and her half broomstick. The witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. It was a scary dragon breathing on fire. "Help!" cried the witch, and she flew to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon came nearer to begin on his feast. Then suddenly, from the ditch, rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, sticky, feathered and furred. It has 4 frightful heads and wings like a bird. And it strode from the ditch and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off, that's my witch!" The dragon got frightened and turned around and flew through the clouds. Down flew the bird and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat and phew, said the dog. "Thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without all of you, I'd be in the dragon's inside." Then quickly the witch filled up her cauldron and threw some things in, and she muttered a spell, "Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoo," and out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a shower for the frog. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Hope you enjoyed my story of the kind-hearted witch and her adventures. Dear friends, the moral of the story is kindness will never go unrewarded. Thank you.